There we go. Hey, Bob Knoll. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I don't know why the stream crapped out. I guess that is exactly why, like, OBS has, like, two separate, like, a streaming and recording mode, and it records local, and then it streams separately. So, yeah. Sorry about that. I don't know what happened. Okay. Cool. Well, it sucks. Like, yeah, like I had to start a new stream and like that, whatever, undoes all of the, I don't know. It feels like there's a momentum, right? Like the algorithm pushes you, given all the interactions and stuff with the OA, what? Okay, yeah, so it went through a compaction and it doesn't know anything anymore. Actually, maybe this should just be part. Okay. Like and subscribe. Get us back up here. But it's not updating the, I don't know, I'll copy, edit video, just edit the title, part 2. Okay. Okay, cool. Anyways, we were... Oh. Up is URL to continue. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, I guess that's... Alright. Hopefully it's just... You guys don't hack me in like 3 seconds. Alright. But yeah, we're having the MCP versus binary discussion, and hopefully whoever was there asked the question. Hopefully you're there again. But basically, MCP servers are just whatever, a wrapper around binaries that if the models are trained on the binaries themselves, they probably don't need the MCP server. Or it just takes up context that it's advertising the tools that if you tell it ahead of time, hey, these exist, you can use the binaries with less context, and that's what Beads even like says in here. Where's the MCP? Oh yeah, it says remove legacy. Oh, MCP agent mail. The Claude plugin. There's something about MCP server. Yeah, use MCP server when CLI is unavailable. Yeah, context. Prefer CLI and hooks when shell is available. It's more context efficient. There's, a context overhead with CLI plus hooks, 1 to 2K tokens. MCP servers 10 to 50K tokens. So, like, this is with beads, and this is probably the same case with all the, like, MCP servers for anything that has an equivalent binary. Does that make sense to whoever's there? It sucks that we were right in the middle of that discussion, and the stream cut out. So, yeah. Use binaries, prefer binaries. Only use MCP servers if there is not a binary. If that makes sense. Yep. Real ones know, Bob Knoll. Real ones know. And you kind of... That's something that... I don't know. Normies hear about MCP servers and are like, oh my god, this is the greatest thing ever. But, like, it's only useful for things that don't already have a binary. Like, for sure, like, I'm developing MCP servers at work for all of our internal work stuff. But that's just because, like, the only thing we have are APIs, and we don't have binaries for all these things. Try connecting to Blue Sky again now. It should work. Okay. Okay. Where do I have that? Did I not have it? Oh, here. Oh, okay, that's... Yeah, all right. Oh, okay, yeah, so I'm going to connect to Blue Sky, and I need to use an app password. That's why it's over here. Okay. Gotcha. Invalid handle or app password. Okay, that's weird. App passwords. Let's see if it takes the... Okay. Getting this error message when I try to connect my account, my handle, and app password. So yeah, since it has AWS CLI access, it didn't need a MCP server, right? Like it can just connect to it and figure things out. Zara Lyrics, hello. if considering creating an MCP, I'd rather create a CLI tool first. Then I can easily use it and test it as a human in a terminal. Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Handled me. I mean, I did show the full domain though. What is Gas Town? It is a way for Claude to control multiple Claudes. So, for example, there's these different. All three of these are full Claude instances, and this is using tmux. So, what this kind of head orchestrator Claude can do is spin up new Claude instances and then tell those Claude instances what to do, what to work on. And eventually the head instance can orchestrate, can spread out work, and then eventually merge all that work again together. There's different roles, but that's kind of at a high level what Gas Town is. Does that make sense? But yeah, Bob Knoll with the CLI, yeah, like this whole, oh, do they work in some way that don't interfere with each other's edits? Yes. So yeah, they work together. They can work on either separate repos or in the same repo with different Git work trees. So the construct of a repo in Gas Town is called a rig. Why it's not directly a repo is because the Git work trees kind of create completely different directories per branch that you're working on. Oh, what's up, Andy? Yo, yo, yo. So yeah, Bob Knoll, going back to create CLI tool, this like beads and Gas Town kind of open up this whole world of like Steve talks about, like how does the agent figure out how to use a binary, and it kind of works with the agent to like figure out, hey, do you like how this works? Do you like how this handles or not? And then changes like the interface for how the agent kind of understands things. So I think that's going to be like a new entire field of study of agent UX, right? Like we have user experience. We have designers who like Andy all-nighter tonight on some next level orchestration. Awesome. Yeah. What are you building? I guess in general terms, maybe. Sorry, I'm getting an app password that off screen that you guys can't see. I'll just send it a screenshot. Refactored 5 projects, ported 1 with a new theme for business, literally 0 bugs or errors, not Gas Town, totally different workflow. Oh, interesting. What workflow? Hit a new max, 16 agents all working harmoniously together. Oh man, that excites me, Andy. That is what I live for, is orchestrating agents. I guess I didn't know what my life's purpose was until 34 years old, and it is orchestrating agents. This stuff sounds crazy. NTM plus agent mail. NTM AI. Which one of these NTMs is it? Agent mail beads rust. Oh, okay, Abacus beads dashboard. Nice. Cool. Yeah, the beads. I heard about that beads rust port. I haven't tried it out. I'm just kind of maining Gas Town. Have I seen Tune yet? Tune. Oh, you guys know Kirk Kennedy Lincoln. Tune format, token oriented object notation. No, I haven't. Compact, human readable, schema aware JSON for LM props. Oh, I think I've heard of this, where we get better results if things are encoded in JSON. Oh, that's hilarious. You guys know each other. That's awesome. Got turned on at Jeff Emanuel. He's on another level. Adopted a ton of his tools, managed level up big time. Okay, cool. Yeah. Steve always talks about Jeffrey Emanuel, and it's like that's my quant. That's my quant meme. Like if like Steve Yegi is my quant, then like Jeffrey Emanuel is Steve Yegi's quant. Like we're all kind of like self-referential here of like who's that who's whatever, like the brains behind whoever is talking about. So Kirk Kennedy Lincoln, I think agent to agent will have like sandboxes that talk to each other, and we'll probably use Tune to cache in the environment. Oh, interesting. He doesn't even speak. Yeah, right. So we're all like in the agent orchestration world, we're like, that's my quant, and then that person's like, no, that's my quant. Like we're all kind of like self-referential here. So okay, yeah, I did try. Tune. Use JSON program encoded as Tune for LLM input. So it like use Tune to cache in the environment. Okay. If the fewer tokens come out, YAML like indentation, see if they token. Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, looks dope. Yeah, so another thing I'm going to do is like, okay, here I'm gonna plug my newsletter. I'm gonna write one this afternoon, post it this weekend, and one additional thing I'm gonna have in my newsletter is like links of the week, just kind of a link dump from the week, because we talk about a lot of different cool stuff here, and these are all the links that people have mentioned like so far this week. So I just kind of want to collect them and kind of aggregate them for everyone. because everybody's like, oh, have you heard of this? Have you heard of that? So I guess just, I don't know, I'll aggregate all these cool things for people, and hopefully people find value in kind of having the latest stuff accessible. With Gas Town, take a look at Beads Viewer by Jeff, not for the TUI dashboard, for the gangster robot flags. Interesting. Beads Viewer, Jeff Emanuel. Where's his GitHub? Oh, Dicklesworth stuff. Oh, okay. All right, let me follow Beadsier. That's cool. Robot flags. Oops. Output's dependency graph is JSON. Okay. See, read me on the flags. Is your single entry point. It returns everything you need in one call. You don't use the TUI. Okay, gotcha. Robot plan, insights, label health. Interesting. A burn down. Oh, wow. That was pretty dope. Sort and sift through what to work on. Yeah, this totally makes sense. Cool. All right, going in. It's going in the link dump, like that's. I now have a place to record all these cool links that people share. So yeah, probably half of the newsletter is gonna be links, but yeah, or maybe I'll curate the list of, like, I don't know, the top, because everyone, like, there's too many projects out there, right? And so maybe I'll have a top 5 links of the week or something of interesting ideas. Cool. Thanks, Andy. Really appreciate it. You're further than me on this. Like, you're definitely, like, whatchamacallit. I really appreciate you having you in here, because you're, like, whatever. You're further down the road. You're doing the thing. I'm kind of just communicating and kind of just, I don't know, not being I'm limited in what I can do, or, like, I don't know, like, I only have limited time to, like, talk about this stuff, so I talk and do the thing at the same time, which isn't as fast as doing the thing. But top 5 biggest impacts. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, for sure. That could be what I do. What's up, Frank Schwartz free? Can I test my Blue Sky credentials locally? Run this command. Okay, with your replace your actual handle and app password. Okay, all right. So, all right, let's me do this. Let me friggin' what's my day job? I'm a DevOps engineer. I use AI at work, and, like, I'm on the frontier of AI at work, but yeah, like, there's guys like Andy, and, like, Andy is my quant. That's my quant. Andy 553 is my quant. He's the guy who lets me know what the real stuff is. Versus in, like, people at work are like, oh wow, Mike is my quant. He's really tapped into whatever the latest thing. So like we're all kind of like self-referencing each other. Do I write Go? I don't write Go. My agents write Go. Golang is kind of, I think Golang is a Golang slash potentially Rust. Like any statically typed language that compiles to binaries, I think are goated languages for vibe coding, because like the static typing, like it well-known statically typed languages. So there's zillions of lines of Golang that these models are trained on, and then there's also probably zillions of lines of Rust that these models are trained on. So those are check. Statically typed, so it can use the compiler as like a guardrail. It knows, all right, if it doesn't compile, I need to like change something or whatever, right? And like it knows what the different types are, and it's much, and then like the languages aren't weird. There isn't a whatever. I mean, Rust probably isn't all that simple or whatever, right? But like Golang is relatively simple. It's boring. It's not Python or my go-to example is like Ruby and monkey patching. Like there isn't any weird monkey patching things available in like these statically typed languages. So or any like Pythonic idioms or whatever, right? I think when people ask AI to write idiomatic code, like why? Like the AI is going to maintain it, so like make it as simple as possible, or make it as like straightforward for the AI to maintain as possible. So yeah, that's like writing Go is like what I ask agents to write in all the time. How am I debugging enterprise apps? Anani chocolate mousse. I point my agents at them and then ask them, hey, like recently, yeah, I debugged a Kubernetes cluster and fixed it and saved me a ton of time. So it's use agents wherever you can. Like your first tool that you reach for should be an agent. And ask it, hey, give it access to everything. Maybe give it read access to everything. And have it work, because it knows Kubernetes better than you. It knows AWS CLI commands better than you. It can like jam in all these different systems and understand what's going on much quicker than you can. And you just kind of guide it in a direction to go. AI is my quant. Yeah, exactly. Okay. My quant is asking me to test this manually, so 1 second. Yeah, I think we need to rebrand AI slop to AI optimized. Seasoned programmers look at AI code and want to compare it to human process. It's not the same. LLMs will understand it better. Yeah, totally. Like, if it's, yeah, I remember, I don't know, maybe this was a couple weeks ago. Feels like forever ago, but like, maybe a couple of weeks ago, somebody posted on Twitter like, oh, do you really want all this AI generated code compared to my human generated code? It's like, yeah, because it generated that code in 2 seconds versus your human generated code took probably an afternoon or an hour. Like even if it's an hour versus 5 seconds, like, or 5 minutes, it's still a crazy speed up. And you can just move on to the next task. And like, you don't need to like sit there and make it all perfect and whatever, optimized and idiomatic, right? Like, I think that's what's people are gonna hold on, or like, oh man, we need to make the Golang the Pythonic is like the most obnoxious one. Oh, it needs to be Pythonic, idiomatic code. It's like, no, it should be as simple as possible for these LLMs to understand where to pipe all this data from point A to point B. Like that's all this thing does. Oops, shit. Okay, where are we at pt2. Okay, and then so I need to go here, and then oh, maybe it's when I copy pasted, there was some like quote tags. There's that was interesting. Okay. Do I need to like accept this? Do you prompt for Claude Markdowns, or do you write everything yourself? Prompt for your Claude Markdowns, or did you write everything yourself? Yeah, I prompted for the Claude Markdown files, like whatever. Yeah, I prompt for everything. I don't write. Oh, okay. So okay, it works without the @ sign. AI chop, AI slop chop, slop chop shop. That just reminds me of a slap chop. You know, this like just you know, the as seen on TV type of commercials, the slap chop, and this dude selling it. Oh yeah, I got distracted and all right, while we're waiting for this, please like and subscribe. It helps out the channel. Let's get these numbers up. Only 4 likes. There's 18. How many people watching? It's 18 watching now. Yeah, let's hit the like button, please. Subscribe if you haven't already. Boost the algorithm. I would really appreciate it. Let's take a look at the poll. We've got 17 votes. No, 76% has said no when using Gas Town. Also, if you're new here and you like my kind of, if you like reading, I've got a newsletter that I write once a week. One more like. Thank you, Michel Bidou. What's the best coding LLM according to you? I think Claude Code. I think that's like my daily driver. I have the nice subscription. I've got the $200 a month subscription. We're not really using it right now because I'm going like very iteratively, one thing at a time. But like, when you fan out with Gas Town, you can like run a bunch of different agents simultaneously, that's when it gets really fun. So yeah, Claude Code is definitely the best one. Okay, so it was able to like figure out that there was some issue that we needed to change, and then something about like the API, the non 200. He said it says, "I see the issue. We're treating all non 200 errors as auth errors." So you had to change something. So, anyways, Chat GPT talks too much. Yeah, right. Is $200 subscription enough? I mean for my use case, but like the most was so far is 22 $200 subscriptions by our the manual guy. So the quant Emmanuel, he has the record, I believe, for number of subscriptions. All right, so we're testing connecting Blue Sky. I'm doing it off screen because I'm doing app passwords and whatever, even though like it's not like this. I'm resetting all these app passwords. It's just, I don't know, good hygiene. Okay, I got no connections yet after I submitted the connect to Blue Sky page. AI is going to be the end of the world. Sri Hari G1P. Ted K was right, dog. With coding, I don't know. I think just technology evolves, and we just need to adapt. We're very adaptable. Technology isn't okay. Certain technology, destructive technology, probably isn't good. Like weapons, probably not good, right? But I don't know. I'm coding up a social, like an automated posting thing. Like that's not hurting anybody. So I don't know. Do you have experience with Gemini Pro and video editing? I've generated a handful of things. It's really freaking good. Like, so this is my kind of my thesis statement is we've got human generated code as an input and then AI generated code as an input. We take both through this software engineering process, like enterprise vibe code, and then we output business value. So like we just need to work on this middle piece of this whole like software engineering process and like really battle test it, really like introduce so much rigor in this middle piece such that we can take AI slop and kind of turn it into business value by virtue of the process. Hurting the carrier pigeon business heavily. Oh yeah, right. Have I used DSPy? Solution for optimized prompts seemed to be taking over the space about 8 to 12 months ago than radio science. Somebody brought that up earlier. Somebody brought this up earlier this week. Iterate fast and structured code. I don't know. I feel like I'm not smart enough for this. Like for like some tools, I'm like, bro, I'm a dummy. Like I am not like, I'm using this and applying it to like high level business use cases and like DevOps level business cases. Like I'm not, whatever. I'm not into application code or like kind of the whatever. I'm not into the AI-ness of itself. I'm more like, all right, how do we use this at like a higher level? Like I'm not into like developing the AI itself, like if that makes sense, right? I don't know. I feel like I need to like read more about this. Somebody mentioned this earlier. Oh, Stanford NLP. Oh shit. Like so, like this is coming from Stanford. Okay, gotcha. That's cool. Have I developed formulas that match your workflow so you can sling beads en masse and the polecats can march to those instructions? VM-fied. Oh, nice to see you, VM-fied. I haven't developed formulas. I'm just kind of using whatever the default one as is, and seems to be working okay. But yeah, I don't know. I should. Right now, I'm just like trying to focus on getting to Bjorn or Bornbaum's question. What are we building? We are. So let me add these back in here. So we're working on Roxas. Have you seen the new Claude task? Should be inspired by beats. Yeah, I have seen the blog post. It's cool. I don't know. I'm still gonna use beats. Like I think whatever tools get uptaken by Claude, I think like that's their first version of it, right? Beats has been worked on for a while now. For I don't know, a couple months. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe like Claude will probably sneak by me and start using tasks, and maybe it works out well. Who knows? I just like how beads are like external to Claude. I don't know. I need to look into how it, like if they're stored in files or something. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, okay. So we've got these drafts. Different. Okay. So we're creating all these drafts, and then now we're trying to connect to. Oh, okay. All right. I didn't see that. All right, we'll see. So we're trying to connect to a social media site, Instagram Threads. Like by like Meta, you have to do some like business registration thing. For Blue Sky, it's much more open. So yeah, Roxas is the release automation tool. Yeah, so it's the posting to social media from like Git commits, like or merges to main or whatever action you choose, and then kind of automating posting to social media. Okay, connections page. Okay, gotcha. So, all right, let me disconnect this and then reconnect. Connections. Oh, now it's stuck. Now, actually, I guess I can keep it in here. I've just have the app password off screen. Let me add another account. Let's see. Okay. Okay, connected. Cool. Blue Sky hates AI. Be careful, they'll get angry. Yeah. Maybe they ban me. Who knows? Okay. So. Okay, looks like it shows the account, the connection to the account. When I hit the test and disconnect buttons, they do not work. Blue Skynet. Yeah, right. What are you guys building? What am I using for voice dictation? Michel Bilou. Whisperflow. I'll. Whenever somebody brings that up, I don't know. I feel obligated to shill. Here's my whatever invite code. Use it. You get a free month. I get a free month. I'm not getting like paid or anything like that from these guys. It's just a way to when people ask. It's just an easy way for you to sign up if you're interested. So, let's see. Yeah, so 20 something people in here. Let's see. Let's check the poll. 20 votes, 30%. That's climbing. Have used Gas Town, 70% haven't. Let's like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. Really helps out the channel. We've grown a ton. Want to continue to keep growing, and just kind of build this like little community that we have. Just kind of people come in with their different ideas and different whatever tools and whatnot. I think it's really cool that we have so many different people who are interested in this thing, sharing their best practices and their different tools. And I'm going to be compiling all those now in the newsletter. So, and yeah, picking like, I don't know, top 5 for the week. So anyways, have I augmented your Gas Town projects with research? No, I haven't. What do you mean by that with research? Like a research step? I do like I use the crew member to plan out things. So like I make like a spec, like with this particular most recent flow, I made a spec and then I really iterated on that spec, and then I use multiple agents so like a Gemini and a Codex to, like I wrote the spec with Claude. I use Gemini and Codex to like iterate on that spec and like generate their own versions. And then I use Claude to kind of integrate that, and I use Claude to create the beads. And then I didn't have Gemini and Codex look at the beads. I should have to like have them comment on the beads and iterate on that. And then I slung the beads from the mayor to polecats. I asked that because vibe coding has a lot bad rap and the quality goes up when you have a lot of good research. Oh yeah, totally. That is the big secret with like beads. Like the big kind of reveal. The big thing with beads for me is can I show how I do that? I will. So a couple live streams ago, I did that. Like I went through a whole like boring process. Let's see. Let me get you like the exact video. Oh, great. The the preview is me blowing my nose. Great. So let's see, which one did I do this on? One day ago. I don't know. It's one of these. It was like, yeah, it was a couple days ago. Sorry, I'll get it to you. Let's see. Where is this one? No, so it was, yeah. This is where I was. It was before that. Is this AI generated background music? Yes. Nani Chocolate Mousse. Do I track the beats Kanban? No. You can. There's different tools to do that, but I can't. Or I didn't. As goes about, yeah. Vibe code is a bad rap, and the quality goes up. Yeah. Show how to do that. I'm trying to, yeah. So I'm trying to find that. Maybe it's this one. Okay, yeah. So it's this video where I do all the planning, and it's like super boring, and it's just all a bunch of planning. Basically, you have elements within beads that build on previous beads. Chuck Sanders. Oops. Yeah. So I did the spec. I had Gemini and Codex work on their own versions of the spec, and then like the next step that I should have done was when I created the beads with Claude. So like I had Claude like integrate what Gemini and Codex talked about the spec. Then the next step should have been Claude creates all the beads, and then Gemini and Codex comment on the beads. So there's a comment functionality in beads. It is a regular issue tracker. So the comments you can like go back and forth with all these agents to like discuss in the beads comments. I need to do, like, I've seen somebody implement one for PR reviews of like agents talking to each other and kind of talking until they reach some kind of convergence. But I really want to implement that for like beads and like planning. I think that would be super helpful. So you cite information from other beads and future ones, so you can have your agents build from a greater base of information. Crazy workflow tonight. Andy. Opus 4.5 for planning, 5.2 Codex for implementing backend, Gemini 3 preview for implementing front end. It really just it creates some nifty UI components. Okay, interesting. Cool. I mean, so you're starting to then build out the persona and critique the project to improve. Yeah. So I think the future is like we treat agents as a team. Like I think that's the whole idea. That like big model companies just want you to use their model, right? Like Claude wants you to spend all your tokens on Claude. But Codex is also really good, and Gemini is really good. So however we can figure out to use all these together in a like automated fashion. So if like we can figure out like a Slack for AI, like there's agent mail for sure. But I feel like we only need to point all of them at like two different things, like the beads, okay, maybe three different things. Point them at the spec, which is like who, what, when, where, why, and then the beads, which is the how, and then the PR review, which is like what actually happened, and then have the PR reviewers look at the spec and the beads and make sure like everything looks the same, or like makes sense. So I feel like the tooling can evolve around using all these models together, and they all kind of cover each other's weaknesses. Hopefully, I mean that's the idea. But all right, Chuck Sanders. I rewrote all of Gas Town. I'm using 5 different agents in co-op mode to do that. And I baked it all into a web interface and put a Claude Code instance into a web interface that allows you to do the planning all in the same place. Nice, Chuck Sanders. Do you have you guys can't post links. I don't know why. But yeah, let me know what GitHub to look at if you have it public. Nlog AI. I'm working on a fork of LLM Council that doubles down on mixture of experts, essentially powwow for agents at each evals. Yeah, let me know, Nlog AI. That is exactly what I'm thinking. Actually, I had an idea about that a while ago. What do you think about a BYOB? Only mods can post links in the YouTube chat. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I guess describe. Tell me the keywords to search, I guess. If you have them. What do you think about BYOB approach to bring your own model approach to AI driven applications? What do you mean by BYOB? I have this concept of PM like skill function in Gas Town helps turn a PRD spec into stories with valid points system, and they get assigned to the right agent via points. Interesting. I mean, yeah, bring your own beer. But like, I guess what do you bring to AI driven applications? Like bring your own model? Is that what you're saying? Okay, SM Bart, the PM skill, turning PRD spec into stories with valid points, get assigned to the right agent. So, okay, so you're like scoping the amount of work to the correct agent. Okay, that makes sense. I guess that makes sense if bring your own model and treat like a Google login. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, maybe. Like that probably that is some version of the future. A privacy focused feature, right? If people want to connect their own like Claude subscription, companies are like, yeah, go right ahead. like connect your own Claude subscription. Don't burn our own tokens, right? You can burn your own tokens. Sure, maybe burn your own tokens. That BYOT, burn your own tokens. Yeah, Claude gets bigger point stories and codecs. Gemini quarterly. Yeah. I kind of, I mean, I don't know. Like Andy talked about using different models for different things, like Opus for planning, Codex for implementing, Gemini for Codex for backend, Gemini for front end. If people are having like success, that looks weird. If people are having success with like different models for different purposes, that may be the new meta. For me, I'm trying to really figure out one model and really kind of master one model or one agent, just so it's like consistent for me, just so I like know what to expect and I know how to really control it really well. I call it the daily driver. Like you drive your car every day and you have a good feel of it, right? And you like when you drive a different car, you get a rental car and it feels off. It feels weird, right? It takes you a while, like an hour maybe, to really get used to it. I think people jump between models too much and they never really develop a feel for one model. I feel like we could spend more time like really kind of diving deep on one model, one agent, and then use like all these other agents, the mixture of experts thing, to help to like kind of collaborate on certain aspects. Yeah. Cut down all those random subscriptions, for example. I suspect that the backend Whisper flow is driven by Claude. Probably. Olama supports Anthropic API now, so you can use Cloud Code with a privately hosted model. Oh, interesting. It is redundant to have Claude Max Plan and a Whisper Flow sub. I just want to try to consolidate some of my subs. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But at the same time, like, are you going to... I don't know. Not to, like, yes, you want to just kind of have one subscription, one mega subscription, but at the same time, like, are you going to go and implement it yourself? Like, what is the business incentive for these AI wrapper companies to kind of let you bring your own model, right? I don't know. Like, they just want to charge you more, which, like, if you're using them, fine. Like, if it's $10-15 here, yeah, it adds up if you have like 10 subscriptions, but I don't know. That's the arbitrage. You can always build your own and spend whatever hours of your life if you really wanted to, or you have somebody full time and you pay them a subscription, $10 a month, to get a nice Whisper flow. So Opus and GPT-5.2 in Pro mode with extended thinking, you have to use the web UI. You can really drill down on a solid PRD. Nice. We're getting the sauce from Andy. I think Andy is like probably the furthest ahead. I don't know, out of this community that we have so far, and he's just dropping us the sauce. I give my customers the option that as well. GPT took 42 minutes today during planning on the second leg round of planning. Oh, wow. That's awesome. It's actually quite easily to implement yourself. You could do that in 15 minutes with your Pro Max. Sure. Voven has worked fairly well for me and runs local. Could be a good side quest while you're waiting on other agents to create a good Whisper flow alternative. Maybe. I don't know. I'm like, that's the thing, is like, it's like, this enables, okay, so I'm gonna reference myself again. That's the good thing about writing, is that you can now, like, I can reference myself whenever I talk about these things. So $200 a month investing in yourself, it's very cheap. But also Attack of the Clones, we're all like wanting to like basically make the same apps, right? Like we're all like spawned in the same like part of this forest of low-hanging fruit, and we're all like, oh, I need this tool, I need that tool, I need another agent orchestrator, I'm building my own, I need a web UI for the agent orchestrator. And there's hundreds of all these like identical basically apps that are getting built. They're all custom to each person, right? So yeah, maybe you'll spend your time doing that, but is that the best use of your time? Or to re-implement Whisperflow? Or I don't know, just pay the $15 a month for Whisperflow and move on with your life and like work on higher value things, right? Yeah, I don't know. I guess, are you guys in the Gas Town Discords? Like there's like an official one now, but would it be helpful if we had like a enterprise vibe code Discord that we all kind of like, whatever, like maybe that would be like a more central place. A skill, yes, when I created, yeah. So I don't know. Andy has a lot of sauce. Like I'm getting a bunch of these links. Maybe it makes sense to like create a community Discord. I don't know. What do you guys think? If Andy wants to share the sauce, like, I don't know. I'm putting him on the spot here, but like, one where we can all kind of interact offline. That'd be a good idea. Okay, cool. Yeah, let me just make one right now while I'm not in Discord, installed it, but bewildered about how to get it running. Gotcha. All right. I only like recently started using Discord. Like I've had a Discord account for a while, but I've never really used it. I'll happily share what I can. I'm just a guy doing a thing. Create my own for a club or community. Invite to server. Send a server link to a friend. Talk multi-agent development. Well, yeah, it's just not just Gas Town. Like, okay, cool. Yeah, so, all right, just created a Discord for Enterprise Vibe Code. It's not just, it's all the different topics related to this. So it can be more general than Gas Town. But yeah, like, since everyone's here and we're all buds, we're all friends here, created a Discord. What's up, Bob? Cool, Bob's in. And yeah, I'll build it out. And yeah, cool. Thanks all for being here. I think it'll be good to like connect kind of offline, off stream, and just kind of build community that way. Share all the tips and tricks and stuff. But yeah, Andy, yeah, just a guy doing a thing. That's what I feel like. That's how I feel too. I'm just a guy on stream trying to get something working, and I've learned some stuff along the way. So I'm just trying to communicate it. I have a feeling it's ultimately less about the model and more about the harness. Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm thinking too. More about how do we orchestrate this stuff. I have a hypothesis that small open source models local could get the job done with the right structural org. Yeah, probably. For sure. I think it will be worth it so like the economics right now, I think somebody is saying, I've heard that the current like subscriptions are very heavily subsidized. Like the tokens are very heavily subsidized, and once we have to pay like the real prices for our tokens, we're gonna it will be more beneficial for us to look at the like local models. It may make sense for economic reasons to do local models once the $200 a month Claude Code like starts to not be $200 a month, right? Like whatever that is. Like if it goes up to $1,000 a month, maybe it's still worth it for some people, but like if that usage starts changing, maybe local models might be good enough. I'm a very humble contributor to Gas Town. I've gotten a couple merges in, a handful of merges. Some of them aren't even like good. But yeah, Tandy, cool. Sweet. Yeah, thanks everyone for signing in, getting on the server. I'll whatever, build out the different things later. But yeah, it's good to like kind of get us all connected, and we're all there's I see consistent people here who keep coming back, so yeah, it's good to sync with you guys offline. Cool. All right, let's get back to Roxas. Let's test it out. Should be able to, okay. Main goal is just posting, okay. Go to drafts, find a draft with generate content, click post. Okay, this will test, okay. All right, we're here, preview. Fit, okay, so post. Oh, 300 character limit, okay. Post. Got, oh, save changes, okay. Post. Blue sky. Oh, let's go! Let's go! It worked. So we have the initial flow down. We can generate like commit messages from commits. Like we have to probably work on the prompting or whatever to kind of make these a little bit different and kind of condense them down to whatever, more workable messages. But yeah, we kind of have a proof of concept now. Gas Town connect to the rocks. I was trying to clock the right quick start guide, but it failed. Walk through how you get Gas Town connected to Roxas. Connected to like just a repo. So like, so kind of this. You make a GT whatever directory, and then you can say like I don't know what's like a random other. Maybe I'll check out beads. I'll be like, please check out a rig beads. So then it'll add this rig called beads. So a rig is a repo, but it's kind of a wrapper around the repo concept. And because it includes like more state around it, like the Git work trees and whatnot, and the different polecat on that rig. So how does trying Gas Town start an instance of Claude Code? Okay. So all right. So I added. So you want to like from scratch. You can let's see. So I can say GT shutdown. All right, so everything's off. I don't know if I'll need these or not. Who knows? From a fresh terminal window. Okay, yes. So GT. So I'm in my GT directory. And I have Gas Town kind of checked out already, but basically you can say GT mayor attach. This is kind of like the first command I run to spin up a mayor. Mayor session. Do you run the app from within the rig? Yes. Like I always want to like try to update Gas Town, like use the latest Gas Town. So maybe I'll show that. Like my flow for GT shutdown is not running. Okay, cool. So I'll do like a Claude, like a regular Claude, like it kind of please, oh, and I need to go to Gas Town, my fork of Gas Town, because I contribute sync fork if I want to like check out latest main from Gas Town, build it, the binary, and then put it where the current GT is. So yeah, it's kind of like janky right now. Like you have to kind of use like Claude to do it. Like you can use Claude to do all this stuff kind of like for you. And got latest main. Now I'm building the latest Gas Town. Okay, cool. Following along your own terminal. Cool. Yeah, maybe I'll clip this part and be like, all right, this is how you get Gas Town set up. And then it's going to copy GT to where I have GT normally. Build Gas Town for latest name, put in GT. Version now 050. Okay, cool. Step 1, start Claude code. Ask it a fresh, updated version of GT. Yep. Use Claude to start up Gas Town. Interesting. Yeah. So I'm just I use Claude to like just do all that manual stuff, right? Like I'm not. It knows how to do Git better than me and all this kind of stuff. Like that's what I'm saying about like let's reach for agents as our first like I know what needs to happen. I know the operations that need to happen. I just don't want to write all the commands myself, right? Okay. So now we have the latest GT. Let's also get the latest beads. Brew, upgrade, BD. All right, we've got the latest beads. Cool. So like every session, I want to like upgrade these things. So beads and Gas Town go together. So you just always want to pull from main, use the latest, and then use GT mayor attach. And then that'll spin up the tmux stuff. So now I have this is like the tmux like line down here, like status line. And then I can do if you see this little thing at the top here, you see like I did a Control B, and then now I hit S, and now I go into the tmux. And sorry, let me move this. Okay, gotcha. So we've got two different Claude instances here. We've got the mayor, and then I think maybe it didn't shut down the crew member, which is fine. Whatever. It reattached. So then we can just work within the crew member. So crew members are are associated with particular rigs. So it checks out a Git work tree for these crew members. I was practicing with tmux yesterday by watching this video. Cool. I mean, if you posted a link, I can't see it. You can post it in the Discord, I guess. Things Tandy, okay, mentioned in the YouTube chat. Cool. Nice. Discord's popping off already, so. But yeah, join the Discord. It's good fun. It didn't post to YouTube. Oh, hang on, let me. Is that? Okay, gotcha. Cool. All right, that posted. Should have posted there. Then do you tell the mayor to pull the repo of Roxas into GT? Yeah. Yeah, you tell the mayor, hey, check out whatever repo, you give it the repo. If you want to use the GH binary, sign in to GitHub with GH, and then Control B, and then take your finger off the control, and then click S. Yep. And then then you can like, oh, that's where I was going, is like, crew members are like local to rigs, and then you have the crew members like work on stuff, work on beads, like do all the planning within the crew members. Once you have the beads, once you figure out what the work is to be done, you go back to the mayor, and then you can tell the mayor, hey, sling beads to polecats, and then the mayor knows how to do that. Like, sling is the verb there. And then it can spawn a bunch of polecats in parallel and start doing work. Does that make sense? Everything sounding good so far? Oh shoot, sorry. Thank you, Bob Knoll. Sorry, I was drinking water. Forgot to unmute. So, okay, makes sense about assigning beats to polecats. Yeah, so I owe the community a nice like 10-minute video, rather than whatever, however many 20 different live streams where I've learned this stuff. But yeah, I don't want to make you sit through 40 hours of live streaming to learn all this stuff. Like, this can be done in 10 minutes. All this can be like hashed out in 10 minutes. So yeah, cool. Let's go back to Alice. Cool, great. MVP working end to end. Cool. Sweet. Yeah, so our, I don't know, like and subscribe if you haven't already. Really helps out the channel, helps us grow. We have a Discord now. For all these different, yeah. So if it's not Gas Town specific, throw it in there. That's cool. Let's see. Let's do one more thing where, like, let's make the message the max. So now that we've got this whole flow working, yesterday I typed the wrong thing with tmux and it broke the workflow, but I think the mayor's working now. Gotcha. Cool. Let's see. Okay. Let's plan with beads how we can have OpenAI generate messages less than 300 characters to fit within Blue Sky's limits. Let's also prompt to make sure that the message is focused on what changed rather than having to re-explain the whole app each time. Just focus on what each commit the functionality enables within the commit. Control B lets me see all the work going on. Yep, exactly. Or Control B S. That lets us see all the stuff. We're going through a compaction. Oh no. Oh, working with... Okay. Noted. Did not know that. Let's see. Let's check the poll while it's working. 33 votes, 70% haven't used Gas Town, 30% have. VW working on an efficiency update. Cool. What needs to be more efficient? Clear context aggressively for refinery witness decom boot. Okay, gotcha. Cool. Testing it now seems better. Nice. Please make the plan TDD. I forgot to mention to make it TDD. Yeah, I think refinery probably... Yeah, all those, the different roles, those like roles that just try to keep things going, keep the state alive. Yeah, that makes sense to like not, to give them short memories. Right. Oh, wait. Cool. Spinning. Okay, cool. Making the plan TDD. So whoever was asking about like what's my workflow for planning? Here we go. Like we make sure we do test-driven development. We have the tests to kind of help guide. Cool. All right, so now for example, so now that we have the beads, we can go to the mayor and say, all right, please read beads from Alice in Roxas and sling 2 polecats. And yeah, beads is janky because there's different things going on with it, but maybe I say, let me go this way. All right, tell the mayor about these beads and that I can sling 2 polecats. So it should do like so it does like a GT mail. Does an agent mail here. And it got it messed up the 2. All right, fine, whatever. All right, and now it read the mail. Alice prepared TDD epic dependency chain. So it's going to sling this bead. So now it's spinning up a witness, refinery, all these kind of dependency. Doing elite code hard is more fun. No, I don't agree, but I think, I don't know, we enjoy different parts of this programming experience. I don't know, I don't like doing like the actual programming. I like creating things, and I like creating things as simple as possible. I don't particularly enjoy, I don't know, solving algorithm problems. So hopefully I never do elite code again. Like hopefully with this skill set and being ahead, like I feel like I'm probably a couple months ahead of most people. Not gonna lie, I don't know what I'm looking at. I don't know what I'm looking at when I do elite code hard problem. So that's so polecat spawned. So the mayor is like the head orchestrator. It is the head Claude instance. So it's spawning worker Claude instances. So this creator got a message: work is on your hook, run GT hook and begin immediately. So the way it kind of assigns these beads, these agent issues, hey, we put work on your hook. Work slung. So now it's going to start working on the bead. Found the work. Add blue sky and platform config with 300 character limit. So now it's going to go and work on that beads issue. And this other one, there's work to be done. You're a DevOps engineer, not software engineer. Sure. All right, whatever. That's the level I operate at. I'm not an application engineer. Correct. I just want to connect things together, and yeah, like glue things together and make things work. Like I don't particularly care about how things work. I just or why things work. I just want to make them work. Working on update problem, focus on commit changes on app description. So this is working on its own task here. So there's multiple Claude instances working in parallel here. And then it's spun up another polecat. All right, so it's a stale bead or whatever. So Mayor, so it slung 2 polecats in parallel here. So yeah, now when those polecats are done, they'll mail back to the mayor saying, "Hey, we're done." And then once they feel like they're ready, they can create PRs and kind of make changes like that way, and the refinery will get those changes. Code rush time. Is this what? How long did it take to get good, or is a learning everyday sort of thing? Everything's a learning everyday sort of thing. I think you just have to kind of be consistent at it. I think this book is like a good, this is a good start by Gene Kim, Steve Yegi. That gives you like the concepts, but you have to like actually do the thing. You have to like use the agents to really like learn how to use them better over time. Like it's not an instant plus 20% bonus boost to your productivity or anything like that. You have to really like understand how they work and like where they're going to try to like cheat and like not give you what you want, and you have to kind of correct it, and you have to like be really disciplined with like certain guardrails and keep them on track. So it's only learn by doing, like learn through trial and error and repetition of failure kind of thing. What software are you currently running the agents on? I am using Gas Town to orchestrate them, and I'm using Claude Code to run the agents. So this is branch pushed. Okay. So does the refinery, so look at that. The refinery now got, is now working because it got a message that, hey, this is, like there's work done, and then now we need to kind of merge this in. Polecat dispatch to check for merge requests. Merge requests. the refinery, we'll see. I don't know. Refinery seems to be freaking out a little bit, but basically we can look at GitHub. Oops. GitHub Roxas. So yeah, so push these branches. And then I'm working off of this like combined branch, not main just yet, but refinery seems to be stuck. Can you kill it and spin up another one? All right, if you guys are new here, please like and subscribe. Let's see. We've got 28 watching, only 14 likes. Let's get those numbers up. Let's get those likes up. That helps spread the word, helps people find this. And yeah, I don't know. Helps us grow, helps us kind of like gather. Like we've got a bunch of cool people in the Discord. We just made it today. Where the streamer spoke nothing but Japanese. That's funny. I mean, unless you're into that, I don't know. But anyways, we just created a Discord. Is this for lack of a better word, refreshing? Oh, okay, gotcha. Cool. All right, we spun up another refinery. I'm on combined test branch. I'm gonna check what main is on the relationship. Cool. So it's figuring things out. So see how I can we. So what are we doing today? We are working on a GitHub. So like GitHub pull requests or whatever on a commit, send a webhook to this app called Roxas, kind of a play off of OpenAI Sora. Like I was thinking about doing like videos of this, but like we're starting with text, and then we are going to basically generate like human readable commit messages, like marketing. Like people are going to be vibe coding, they're going to be putting in a bunch of like changes, a bunch of new code changes. We need to start marketing and building in public and telling people about what we're building. So Roxas is kind of a way to do that, or will be a way to do that. There's a dude who does like build in public. Like I'll shout this guy out. This dude did it first. like I had this idea independently, and then my brother showed me this guy on Twitter. I'm like, oh, this guy did it first. All right, whatever. Like, but I don't think this dude like actually built it in public. Like, I don't see his blog post or like his Twitter. I don't know, doesn't show him building it in public. So that's, I don't know. Not to like hate on the guy or whatever, but like if you're gonna build something in public, then like build it in public. Like that's kind of type 1 ship moment, no account needed. When you hit onboarding, yeah. Ship feature, custom clause, sorry. But I'm like, where's the building in public part? Anyways, I don't know. Anyway, so this is a thing that's like people are going to like do. That people are going to be vibe coding. They need to start marketing what they're building before they actually are completed with it, right? So, all right, I'm gonna hop into the Discord. Cool, nice. Let's see. All right, we got some more likes. Cool. Subscribe if you haven't already. And let's see. What do we got going? Let me go to the refinery. Okay. Please merge the new branches into combined test branch. What made you choose to build in Go for Roxas? So the main tool, like Go seems to be like the best language for vibe coding, at least backend stuff, because it's statically typed. It's dead simple. Like there's no monkey patching things or craziness going on. And there's like, it builds binaries, which is just dead simple for agents to use. So kind of all these factors make Golang, and there's like the models it's a well-known language. There's zillions of lines of code of Golang trained. These models are trained on the internet of Golang. So I think I think we just need to for all those considerations, I think Golang is a great language, or potentially the best one for at least backend vibe coding. Now the refinery is dealing with merge conflicts. Do you think Claude knows Go the best? I mean, Go was created by Google, right? So probably Gemini, in theory, knows Go the best. But I think Claude is better at like executing things. Like so, the Ralph Wiggum, Jeffrey Huntley. To that argument, there's also training on all the other languages. Some having more measurable size than others, Rust or C language, but Go is great. Yeah, I mean, for sure. Like, any statically typed, like, compiled to binary language, probably pretty good for. I just choose Golang because it's relatively popular. Beads is built in it, and Gas Town is built in it. So, trying Flutter for one of mine, and AI seem to struggle with it compared to React. Yeah, potentially. Like that's. These are real like considerations, like trade-offs to think about for when we're vibe coding. Jeffrey Huntley, he has this good. I've referred to this a couple times, but he has a good YouTube channel, and let's see, what is it? In one of his talks, he has a slide where it's like, yeah, here, exactly this slide. You can't see that. Basically, high safety, low safety, and then on the right side it says agentic, and then versus Oracle. So these different properties that like these models tend towards, and Claude is more agentic than OpenAI and Google. or yeah, Gemini Codex, and they're more like knowing stuff. They're really good at like recalling things and comparing things, but less good at doing things. So I like Claude to do things, but then Codex and Gemini, maybe they're better at reviewing things. Did I buy any Ralph coin? No, I'm not. I'm not big into crypto. Like I DCA into like Bitcoin and like the boring stuff. But I'm not like, yeah, I'm not a big crypto degen. Merge 3 Polkat branches. Webhook handler. Draft on push. Okay, what about... But yeah, people are now mad at him because he like kind of rug pulled, which is, you know, like if you're given $300,000 for free, I don't know, like is that what do you do with that? Like what are your ethical obligations? But like you did not consent to this coin being built in your name, right? So I don't know. Learning through YouTube is okay, right? But reading is better. However you read, or like however you learn, you have to do the thing ultimately. Like I guess. Oh wait, what? I'll take that version. No, we want to add this 300 characters or less thing. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay, all right, cool. All right, guys. I need to hit the restroom really quick. Watch this for me. All right. Thanks all for being here. Okay. Push it. All right. Okay, so it's still figuring out merge conflicts. I was using Gas Town APIs. Oh no! Oh no! RIP your bank account. Oh no, Kyle Walker. Gonna have to like take out a second mortgage on your house. Oh man. But yeah, we barely touched the usage this current session. Basically, yeah, Gas Town's really good at parallel stuff. I've been really focused on the single threaded thing, and making this main flow work. Please delete other branches if we have their work in the combined branch. Same with my $10 of Ralph coin. It's worth $283 now. Oh, RIP. So the remaining 70 branches have unmerged commits. Oh no. Please monitor the current combined branch PR build. Alright, like and subscribe the video. Appreciate all the help. The support for the channel. 41 votes. 68% haven't used Gas Town. 32% have. Alright, I think this is like... I think we're increasing our Gas Town usage here. Side note, best stock to invest in this year. Are you asking me? Or are you going to offer some advice? Oh, maybe you're teeing me up. The best stock to invest in this year is the S in Me 500. Basically, invest in yourself. If you have a couple $100 a month to either save or to invest in, like to save or put in a Robinhood account or whatever, read vibe coding. It's a great investment. Read some leadership books, some management books. Use this this software. Yeah, get that max account. Like, you use Claude Code to its fullest. Like, really understand how to do it. You can always cancel it. You can always pay for 1 month. The $20, you'll run into the limits, and then expand to the $100 one. Maybe you'll run into the limits, maybe you won't, who knows. But you only get better at vibe coding by doing the thing, by sitting here, figuring out what's wrong, figuring out what it's trying to do, and actually spend time doing the thing. So invest in yourself. That's the highest return. Yep. I talk about that more in my newsletter here. And yeah, I write a newsletter every Friday. Like this afternoon, I'll write my next one. And I'll post it on the weekends. Yeah, that's just a way to kind of get my thoughts in long form if you're interested. And let's see, what else is there? So this is the powerful part of Claude, is it's agentic, where it's it's looking at GitHub, and then it's saying Lambda is running old code, and it also has access to my AWS CLI, so it can figure things out over time. But anyways, yeah, so subscribe to the newsletter. That's the main way to get my kind of really thought out opinions and insights weekly. And we also have a Discord. We literally just started it today, so get in on the ground floor. And yeah, I'll notify people when I start streaming in there, so we can all kind of start together and get a nice nice flow going, I guess. But yeah, it's the enterprise vibe code. It's the idea behind this is to have a structured way to vibe code. We're not just kind of haphazardly telling the agent to do things. We just we want to put guardrails, enforce it, keep it on these rails in this multi-dimensional way. And we're, yeah, kind of agent tamers almost. The agent wants to run wild and do all the kind of these different things. And we want to yeah, I don't know, just be able to get the agent to do what we want it to do, right? Just, we don't have to code anymore. We just manage the agent. We guide it into figuring out what to do. Cool. More people liking and subscribing. Cool. Thank you. There's probably some database stuff that's going on here that I don't fully understand, but hopefully it's okay. But yeah, I'd use the mayor to plan things in a separate window of Claude. So the plan happens in the crew. So Steve Yegi kind of clarified this a couple blog posts ago, where you can have named long-lived crew members. This one's named Alice for the Roxas rig, and you use the named crew to plan the beads and like get structure to the beads, and yeah, kind of you do your work in there, the manual work in there, and then you like tell the mayor, hey, we've got some beads ready to go, and then the mayor slings the beads. Does that make sense? And then once the beads are like done being worked on, then the refinery, like it's a map and reduce. So you fan out, you map all the beads out, and then you reduce them. Like the refinery is kind of like this merge queue that like takes all this kind of parallel work that happened in parallel and tries to combine it all together. So have the named helpers plan work. Yep, exactly. So you just keep all that stuff out of the mayor context. Probably gonna have to go in a little bit. My first meeting's at 8:30 PST. I don't know. I want to eat some breakfast before then. But yeah, I appreciate everybody being here. It's always sucks. Like I'm like, man, I've got 20 people here. That's crazy. 20 people watching me watch Claude do work, right? So yeah, I don't know. It's wild. Thank you all for being here, and it always tears me apart. I'm like, oh man, I have to stop. I have to like end it because I got to do something else. But like, I don't know. It's fun hanging out with you guys. It's fun to just talk and like chat about how this stuff works and how like show what I'm working on like in my personal side projects or whatever, and kind of my process. And I just want to thank you guys for being here. So but yeah, let's hit the thumbs up. Helps the video out, helps the kind of the replay people come and watch. We're watching you watch Claude work while we watch Claude work, right? Yeah. Shirk your responsibilities, embrace the vibe. Yeah, totally, right? Just 25 people watching now. That's insane to me. That is amazing. Thank you all for being here. But yeah, 43 votes, 67% no. So it's 33% getting up there. Have you used Gas Town? So I think that's the highest it's been. I just want to end on like a good note here and like show you guys, oh, it works or whatever, but or like show that the refinery is done, but I don't know. There isn't like a good. It's tough to determine the stopping point, so I don't know. It sucks. Let's see. Let me reminder. We've got Discord. Oh, we got some good stuff from Andy in the Discord. Like Andy is sharing some secret sauce in the Discord, so feel free to join. But yeah. Okay, cool. Success. Okay, let's go to Alright, so the draft I should have gotten 16 minutes ago. Is that from, oh, that's from, let's see. So we should have new commits from 7 minutes ago. Why don't we have those? Ooh, last delivery is not successful. Oh no. Maybe because it was restarting. Maybe the Lambda was restarting. Ooh, yeah. So it seems to be, let's try this. Let's redeliver. All right, now, okay. Maybe. Okay, just now. Gotcha. Yeah, probably the Lambda was restarting. That's why I missed these webhooks. All right, it's still defaulting to 800 characters. Like I tried to make it prompt to only limit it to 300 characters, but that'll be next live stream, is kind of condensing all this down and making it a good workflow. And like we proved this out, and showed that, hey, we can connect all these things together and make it a nice web-based interface. But yeah, like catch the next live stream, sign up for the Discord, the oh, Andy, maybe we should organize a live screen share this weekend or something in case there's questions. Yeah. I'll definitely work on building this out when I'm not streaming right now. And yeah, I'll figure out how to screen share and we can maybe go live, Andy. I'm on the East Coast. Time to head to BJJ and work on your Choi bar. Nice, Kyle. Thanks, Kyle. Appreciate it. Oh yeah, like you're the one. You have a, BMAC, right? Is that? I have to keep my YouTube users straight. So, anyways, cool. Screen share and voice chat. Okay. Alrighty. That's all I got. We will figure out how to make it prompt for within like 300 characters next time. So cool. Thanks all. Thanks for being here. Join the Discord, like and subscribe. That helps the channel out. Yeah, you know all the links. So anyways, cool. Thanks all. See you.